Okay, let's do this thing. AEW review. Wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month of December and whatnot. So, what we're gonna do it tonight? We're gonna do it in the ATL tonight for AEW. Now, commentary is different right now. Obviously, it was Tony Schiavone and Excalibur. JR will be taking some time off. Apparently, he may be back by the end of the month. Apparently, but he has to go through a lot of radiation surgery with his skin cancer right now. So best wishes to JR. And hopefully he can get this whole thing settled out and he'll be back on commentary soon. But apparently he did say he may be on by the end of the month. So we'll see what happens with JR. But like I said, best wishes to him and everything he's going through right now. But of course, we had a lot of different commentators throughout tonight, which I'm going to kind of say something about that too, because I thought it was kind of weird. So with winter is coming in the next 2 weeks. Hangman Page did come out on commentary. Brian Danielson came out to go against Alan Angels, Dark Order member. Um, it's not much I can say from this. Brian basically murdered this man out here. Let me say that. I've said it before, like I said last week. When you're seeing Brian kick someone's head in live, it looks even more brutal to watch stomping his face several times. But I thought Angels did good right here against Danielson. He is from Atlanta and stuff also, so he did have some of a hometown advantage. Brian ended up getting his big running knee on him. And then, he ended up stomping on Alan Angel's face several times. And then, end up hitting a knee bar on him, making him tap out, even holding it for a second. Almost just killing this man out here. Tony Schiavone came in for an interview with Brian, basically saying, he's going to get the opportunity in 2 weeks, to kick Hangman's head in. But, it's hard to tell because, this is what the best Atlanta's got. I just whooped this guy's ass right here, okay? I kicked his head in. I may have torn his MCL. I'm sure that anyone in the crowd doesn't even know what that means. So I've knocked out Cole Cabana's teeth. I've tore Allen's MCL. Well, next week, I'm going to stop another Dark Order member out in Long Island. He may tear the ligaments off his arm. He may cave his skull in. He may do anything to this guy next week, Danielson. Which, man, this guy's just cutting these great promos out there. Let me say that, too. Just awesome. And in 2 weeks in Dallas, he's going to prove that Hangman is a one-hit wonder. Um, Hangman was about to go up to Brian, but Silver basically stopped him, saying, like, you can't touch Brian right now, but I can. Brian got out of the ring as soon as Silver got in there. Brian says, this is a joke. This is a joke. This is what you give me. And, he said, listen, Tony Khan says we can't touch each other until the show and whatnot, because, it'll be suspended if Hangman touches him. But Brian basically said, I'd love to slap you in the face right now, but these people don't deserve it, and walked off after that. So, very effective segment. Brian, like I said, is just killing the game right now in this company. Killed this man Angels, cuts a great promo, going at Hangman, and most likely will kill John Silver next week. So we'll see how this goes. But I am enjoying the heel Daniel Bryan. I'm not sorry, not Daniel Bryan. I gotta stop saying that. Heel Bryan Danielson just fucking murdering people. Okay, it's just Danielson just killing guys out there. We did get a Miro promo who was in a white room, or most likely purgatory, talking to God again, basically saying lines been drawn. He will invade heaven and turn the ground red. So he said he's the Redeemer. So where is Miro going? I have no idea. Next though, CM Punk went against Lee Moriarty. MJF was on commentary, which I thought was pretty funny, especially the cook meth punk cooking meth. A lot of people text me, like 3 people say cooking meth. So a lot of great lines from MJF on commentary, but it was a very good match. Punk gave Lee a lot of offense out there. I did enjoy it. Just kind of give a lot. He gave a lot to Lee out there, so Lee had a lot of offense on him. So good showing. I don't know much about Moriarty though. Like I said, I know he's from Ring of Honor, and I've seen a few matches recently in AEW. He's very good. So I do like the guy, but I was glad to see a very good match him and Punk, and Punk gave him some go, and gave him a lot of offense out there. So Lee not bad. Now, it just does kind of question going into the promo, though, because, listen, him going 11 minutes with Lee this week, that makes sense because you're giving the younger guy a chance out there and just giving something that people want to see. Giving QT 11 minutes out there made zero freaking sense last week, okay? And I was there to see that live. That match should have been at least 5 minutes. I don't know why they're trying to make QT also what somewhat of a threat, credible all of a sudden. Like this guy just in a one sided feud against Cody and then the Big Show then. So why is he giving CM Punk this much go? So I didn't understand that last week. That match should have been at least like 5 to 3 minutes. Should have went 11 minutes last week. This made more sense. But then right after MJF got in commentary calling him PG Punk, um, you're supposed to be the best in the world, but it's taking you this long to beat both of these guys. And in the past 2 weeks, and you're the only best at trying to get into Britt Baker's pants, and basically, you're confused. That's the expression when you get into a bedroom with her, and you're a one punk chump. My friend, my co-host Kyle, even said that this is basically like the Brett Sean. You've had some sunny days, my friend. I'm almost surprised Cole isn't involved in this as all the Baker shots they take out there. But I got it when he said, you had some sunny days, my friend. But Punk got on the microphone saying, you got a lot of nerve talking for someone that comes out with Larry David's pajamas on right now. Next thing he talked about QT and Lee, that they're better than MJF, and Punk basically, I want you to bring your little needle dick ass in the ring so I can kick your ass right now all the way to Long Island. MJF said, no, that's not happening because, someone's got to win this Dynamite Battle Royale next week, and it's going to be in Long Island. And he says it's going to be better than Piper in Portland, Brett in Canada, and Punk in Chicago. It even talked about CM Punk's dog, Larry, saying, I suggest you don't bring your dog around anymore or I'll put him to sleep. Punk basically got up and chased after him then as Wardlow blocked him from getting to MJF. So basically, CM Punk was almost about to go into John Wick mode because you never want to touch someone's dog and possibly kill MJF then. So, yeah. Britt Baker then talked about how Tony Khan, forced to wrestle Rhea last week. And I guess now she gets a title shot. And, Jamie Hayter talked about the whole Thunder Rosa thing, where she lost her match. But, you lost yours too also. So it's going to be Rio versus Hayter next week. Adam Cole, and this makes no sense. Okay, so Adam Cole came out, did his entire entrance, whole thing, the boom, the Adam Cole, baby, all that stuff, just to go to commentary for like 2 minutes, which we thought he was on commentary next, but they send Orange Cassidy out there to put him in a feud. Why? I don't know. And Cassidy does his glasses thing, and of course the hands in the pockets thing, and the Bucks end up taking him out with some super kicks, but then they do the light kicks after the Bucks did the light kicks, and then Cole just low blowed him then. And then they did the whole super kick, but they actually did give him some super kicks then. And they were going over that BTE trigger until, Chuck Taylor and Weir Yuta came out. Listen, I don't know. Listen, Cole, it's like this. The Elite is kind of on the shelf right now. Omega's not here. The Bucks are not medically cleared. But hey, their contracts have extended. That's no surprise about that. But they're not medically clear, but they are here. So the only person really doing something right now in the Elite is Cole, because most of everyone is on the shelf. Like I said, Omega, not here. Bucks, not medically cleared. Gallows and Anderson, y'all don't even really work with Impact like that no more. So it's not like we're gonna see them. And Cutler and Nakazawa are useless anyway. So yeah, obviously I thought it was just gonna be Cole and Fish, and it was just gonna be Undisputed Era back in the building. Do I really need to see him versus Cassidy? No. And listen, they can find anything better for Cole right now. But obviously this is like something to hold him for the time being until they get him off into a better feud or a bigger feud and whatnot. Because, I'm 50-50 on seeing him versus Cassidy, but someone wants to bring up to me, well, you must have didn't watch enough not PG, PWG. And I'm not saying this in a mockingly way, but listen, I've seen Adam Cole in PWG. Maybe I haven't seen him versus Orange Cassidy in PWG. I have to look that up. I've seen clips of Adam Cole, and I've seen a few matches here and there too, but is that really going to make it, better to watch on AEW, him versus Cassidy? Like, come on, I was there at the damn Rampage show last week and whatnot. It was a very good tag match, but like I said, Cole, in a way, he's kind of directionless right now when you think about it. So, yeah, it's a lot to say, but I just think it's kind of crazy that he came out there, did his whole entrance just to go to commentary table. Like, he was only going to commentary, but it's like they had to just kill time and have him do the whole Adam Cole Bebe thing and then set up some feud with Cassidy. So I don't know, man. It's not the match I really want to see, though. They had a promo package for Tony Nese and Sammy Guevara for Rampage this week for the TNT title. Wardlow went against AC Adams. He killed this man. He hit him with several power bombs and killed him, and the fans loved it. So this power bomb thing is getting over. Next, Pentagon and what? Pac and him were in the back. I think Phoenix has an injury, so I guess it's gonna be Pac and Pentagon versus FTR for the tag titles. Pac got an eye patch on, says that's going to stop him from taking out FTR. Next, Sting and Darby Allin versus the Gunn Club, Badass Billy Gunn and Colton Gunn. I enjoyed this match. I like the face paint Sting and Darby had. This was good, especially the crowd went nuts when Sting and Mr. Ass got into the ring then. Honestly, it's like watching WCW Nitro or Raw is War in the Attitude Era, if this match would have ever happened. But both Billy and Sting were over. I enjoyed this match. Brutal still at the same time, too. 'Cause I know Sting and Billy, I know Sting tried to go for his back fist and try to go for the whole Stinger Splash for Billy get out of there. I know they sent, Colton and Darby at it for a second then. Sting did get the pin. I know he hit the Stinger Splash on both Billy and Colton. He had a spine buster on Colton. He did his, chest beat thing and whatnot, kipping up. He did the Scorpion Deathlock. Billy had, not Billy, but Austin Gunn got in and hit Sting. Billy took him out with a famouser then after that. But Sting did kick out of that then. Darby, who hit this suicide dive on Austin, which, by the way, Darby landed straight on his freaking head. It looked like it could have broke his own neck out there. Like as people said, this man is willing to kill himself, literally. And he nearly killed himself doing this dive this time, because at the end of this match, his head was bleeding out there. So that looked bad. Also, but yeah, the rest of the match, though, Sting, what was it, Darby and him hitting like that Slumdog Millionaire thing on him, or what's it, is that what it's called, a stunner like move, and basically Sting hit his Scorpion Death Drop for the win. So Sting and Darby got the win right here over the Gun Club, which was expected. So I have to say, Sting, he still got it out there. Badass Billy Gunn, they need more of him on TV. This guy looks incredible. Why is he not enough more on TV? Okay, he can still go. Right, shit, looks bigger than half the damn roster on here. Shit, right, better than half the roster damn near. But, other than Sting and Darby getting the win, next, I know they interviewed Chris Jericho, what happened last week with Eddie Kingston, until Everrise and Daniel Garcia attacked him, and they hit him in the head with a chair. Go see a lot of chair shots to the head tonight. Next, for the fourth time we got on commentary, and by the way, through the Sting match, we did have Taz and them on commentary, which we had, they kept Taz the rest of the night, which, here's the question is, why did we just keep Taz through the whole night and just put him on commentary? Like, we know JR's not going to be here for a minute, so just put Taz on there for the next month, okay? So, did we need to go through 4 different commentary changes throughout the whole night? Like, literally think about that. We went from Hangman Page to MJF to Adam Cole, but that was like, 2 minutes, all the way to Taz for the rest of the show. So did we need all these different commentators? We could just put Taz for the rest of the whole night. You could just did that from the get-go. But Taz then talked about the whole, Dante Martin signing with them. Leo Rush basically said, came out there and said he's a fighter and whatnot, and he'll fight all of them if he has 0% chance of winning. Dante Martin came out with, hooked in. They all just laughed at Leo as Leo walked off then. Jay Carr goes in the back with Mark Sterling talking about Rampage and Thunder Rosa. What she's doing is Thunder Rosa's student, Janai Kai, if I think her name is, at, I guess Thunder Rosa will be on commentary this Friday, and basically gonna watch her student go against Jade and whatnot. Yo, kind of funny with Jade. I remember this a while ago, because I know everybody's still talking about Big Swole being gone from the company. Well, I know it was on mutual terms and whatnot. I swear somebody had posted on Twitter one time. Didn't Swole say something about Jade? I think it was about Jade or her not being in the tournament or something. Or if I remember, I don't know. I may have to go back and look that up. But some people thought it was that, because some people thought it was a shot at Jade, if I remember. Because Big Swole said something on Twitter. Like I said, it was a while ago. I don't remember, but I remember someone posting that, and even me sort of discussed, like, what did Swole would probably get mad. Other people like, you know what, Penelope Ford and Andrade getting TV time who aren't really good. And again, Swole was never. I didn't even think Swole was that good. I think she got exposed after a while, but I would say better than Penelope Ford and whatnot. But it's kind of crazy. I go back and look at Big Swole, which I just don't think Big Swole was not that good after a while, and I can see why she was taken off TV, but still, I go back to the Baker feud and how bad that was with the tooth and nail thing. Wow, it's kind of crazy who came out on top in the long run of that feud. And that was over a year ago at All Out. Okay? Look at the time difference now of where that's at. Just think about it. Literally think about it. So, makes you wonder. It makes you wonder. But, yeah, next, Ruby Soho winning against Chris Statlander, TBS title tournament. A good match. Pretty good. Ruby ended up getting the win with like what was like was like a roll up. I know that was like just kind of reverse it. Reversed Statlander's finisher and whatnot. So very enjoyable. Cause I know she tried to get the whole riot kick and whatnot, but it reversing for the win and end up giving Statlander a handshake and a hug after that. But yeah, Ruby Soho moves on in the tournament. Vicky Guerrero came out then and basically got down in his face. Now Rose attacked Ruby from behind. Statlander trying to make the save, but Rose ended up getting out of there. Because I guess Ruby Riott will be facing Nyla Rose next in the tournament and whatnot. So, yeah. Yeah, Ruby moves on. So, yeah, we get to the final four. I still think Jay's most likely going to win this tournament. So, we'll see what happens. And now we get to the main event. The main event. Cody Rhodes in his home state, which the crowd almost didn't know whether to cheer or boo him because the fans were 50-50 on Cody. So he got boos, he got cheers, he got let's go Cody, Cody sucks chants, and he went against Andrade in a Atlanta street fight. And fucking what? Andrade had a blade with him and whatnot. So I saw that, and I know both Andrade and Cody fought up the ramp at the time. But yeah, Arn, he fell into the stage. Yeah. Wow, he really did fall to the stage. So he started brawling with what Andrade's like manager dude and whatnot. Um, They brought on the stage. They end up going through the crowd and whatnot, throwing drinks at each other, and even like trash. And, it was one point Cody had something like on his back, like peeling on his skin, and I was thinking like, what is like peeling on his skin? And that's gonna play in the later on, and we'll get to that. But yeah, there's a lot to say about this match. Okay, T-Pain was out there. T-Pain was there because him and Cody are on the same show, and T-Pain did help. He gave Cody a trash can. So, I'm T-Pain. You know me. Convict music, nappy boy. Ooh wee. Yeah, I'm not gonna sing that song. Okay, so but you all know it's T-Pain. People know who T-Pain is. I'm in love with a stripper, and you know it. Yeah, yeah. You all know this stuff. When I when I walk up in the club, all the shorts turn like damn 28. And you know who I am, so hey, don't hate. See, I done been in love with a stripper, y'all. See, all I do is flirt with her, and I hit them jaws. And I know it down that. You already know the lyrics, okay? Come on, like it's not that hard to learn, okay? So anybody can just come up and sing anything to you, fine. I'm a flirt. Roll up on them dubs. I'm a flirt. I'm a flirt. You see my chick, I'm on the low. You you already know what I'm singing. So yeah, I just usually know T-Pain's whole verse of that song, but I'm not gonna. Yeah, I probably remember the whole verse of that whole song and everyone's verses. So yeah, you already know what I got these niggas haters. I'm a flirt. See, I roll up on them dubs. I'm a flirt. See, when I'm in my chicken low, I'm the flirt. See, okay, I'm done. I'm done playing along. But yeah, T-Pain was in the crowd. Okay, but this match went on. Cody, well, he's gonna throw his belt into the crowd again. I know Andrade low blowed him. Andrade started hitting Cody with the weight belt. Then Andrade got a chair, which, By the way, these guys were doing a lot of chair shots to the head, apparently. Cody just taking a chair and hitting Andrade in the face with it, which it was the most brutal chair shots. But yeah, we're doing chair shots to the head again, apparently. I know they had Arn Anderson and, what, Andrade's manager Jose still brawling with each other then after that. Cody getting the chain and trying to hit Andrade in the face with it. Which, you know, hit him in the, well, I think, you know, hit him in the ring with it. Just several things. Andrade still trying to go for his DDT on the outside on the concrete floor, but Cody ended up getting like a backdrop after it. Cody was bleeding then, I know that, because he got hit with a chair. Then Cody got some weapons, which at one point he got a kendo stick. Then he got a sledgehammer, which, yo, Ted's like, oh, you don't need that. Obviously, these are shots at Triple H, because then he got a golden shovel. By God, if that's not any more shots of Triple H, I don't know what that is. It's just like the whole sledgehammer and the throne thing. Like, Cody, man, he's still taking shots of Triple H. He will not stop. He will not. Okay. And then what? Jose came back with like a taser. Cody hit him with the shovel. Then after that, and then Andrade ended up throwing Cody to like a chair. Then after that, hit him with some punches. Got the double knees on him. Then basically tried to cover him and did not work. And there was a table then in the ring. We went for another table. I know that, but they got the table in the ring. They went up to the top rope that they were going. Next thing you know, Brandy Rhodes gets in the ring. She lights the table on fire, and the table's on fire. Cody hits a reverse suplex, which, by the way, it looked like Andrade, Andrade, like he just overshot the whole thing, or my coach said like the table was too far off from under. So I'm trying to remember what he said, because he made a point talking about that spot. Even what it did get, what's the spot necessary to do this table thing? Was it the flaming table? Was this needed? Was it? Or was this just so Cody could get a big pop and look good in front of his hometown and whatnot? Because I just remember my coach saying, like, the table's too far up under them when they were on the top rope. Because I thought Cody got the worst of the fire thing. You could still see Cody on fire after they both went through the table. Obviously, we know what that stuff on the back what was for Cody, just, probably like some repellent and whatnot to, so the fire won't get on him that much. So it's like fire repellent, or I forget what it's called, but you could just see the covering on it so he wouldn't really get burned and all that. But you could see some of Cody's gear that was on fire when he pinned them, and like just the charcoal marks on his back. But Cody still did end up getting the win, though, from this, which, him and Brandy celebrated. But Cody did, he did like he was in pain right there. Some of these spots, let me just say, this was a very brutal match to watch. I don't know if this is just to get Cody over, especially with that table spot. Was it really needed? I'm not really sure if it was needed for that fire. Did they need Brandy out there? I don't know, but Brandy been wanting to come back, so it is Atlanta and stuff, so I'm sure they don't live that far from here. But man, we go back to chair shots to the head, to taking shots at Triple H, to Arn, man, Arn getting his money out there, brawling out there tonight, to tasers, to T-Pain, to T-Pain, folks. Like, we got to promote the TV show too. So yeah, convict nappy boy music, nappy boy ooh-wee. You already know where I'm going with that, okay? Because listen, the man, he's been in love with strippers, so there's a reason why he's on this show, okay? Just gotta know, I'm a flirt also. That's where he's going with this, okay? It's the remix. You already know I'm going with that, but yeah, as I said for this match, there was a lot going on in this match. A lot, okay? Some will like this, some probably not. Some may think this was too much out of it. So I'm not really sure, but this was for Cody. Obviously, he wasn't about to lose like his home state, so Cody was gonna win here. I don't know where Andrade. I'm almost surprised Malachi Black didn't come out and attack, but Cody's got to get some type of got to keep him going with some type of thing for him. So with Andrade out of the way, I'm sure he'll move on to Black again. But man, this was a brutal match, a very brutal match. But that fire and table spot, Cody caught more of it than he did. But overall, a really good show. Obviously, pushing into Winter is Coming in the next 2 weeks. But I did enjoy this show. Okay, I would have just kept Taz on commentary the entire night. The main event was very brutal to watch. Punk versus Lee Moriarty was really good. and him and the MJF promo. I enjoyed Danielson and Allen Angels out there. A very good show. I enjoyed Sting and Darby Allin going against the Gun Club. Darby just, woof, gotta watch those dives. Damn, they're killing himself out there, okay? But it was a very good show at AEW this week, alright? So, other than that, I'm out here. Wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month. See you guys then. Peace out.